Welcome back. Today is 8/26. Now you have open house tomorrow night. Make sure you give your parents your schedule so they know where to go. All right, so look here. You had Albert I.O. and they give you a detailed solution, and you are responsible for reading that and finding out why you missed it. So let's take a look here. This one says find the monomial. Well, let's skip this one for a minute. This one is a negative, and the negative goes on the bottom. So that's going to be 7y to the positive 3. You can't have a variable in the denominator. This one is the same way. This -1, the x goes on the bottom, so you can't have that. This one is really 9 times x over x, and this cancels. So no longer do you have the x on the bottom. That's the best choice. Now, a lot of students say, well, what about this one? What if x is a 2? Well, if it's a 2, it's okay. But if it's a 1/2, it would be the square root of a, and you can't have the square root. So that one is out for that reason. Okay, again, this one reduces. That's your best choice. Okay, the leading coefficient, you got to line these up according to exponents. So this one comes first. This one comes second. This is called standard form. This is your leading coefficient, and that's your answer. Make sure you know that. Independent. Well, how many people show up will determine how many cookies you make. Okay, so the groups is independent. The cookies depend on how many people show up. So how many cookies we make depends on how many groups show up. There it is. That's independent and dependent. All right, let's talk about our class here. This one right here, we're going to talk about percentile rank. Now, to find percentile rank, what you need to do is line them up. So 62 comes first, then 75, then 80, and then 95. You scored the 75. So there are 4 people total, and you are the second one. So you are in the 50th percentile, or that is your percentile rank. Today, you're working in the book. Make sure you copy the problems and show some work and check your answers. If you finish early, do not close your book. Do not pack up. Okay, let's turn our attention now. So for this class right here, we're going to go back to the first part of the video from the previous class. Now try and work these. All right, this one right here, you're looking for 3 of a kind. And I think that's going to be 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So the cubed root is going to be 4. Now you might say, how do you do that? Well, you could do this. 2 times 32, 2 times 16, 2 times 8, 2 times 4, 2 times 2. And you're looking for 3 of a kind. So there you have 3 of a kind, so that's a 2. Here you have 3 of a kind, so that's a 2. 2 times 2 makes 4, and that's what we have. This one right here is a plus. If it's a plus, you just add these up. It's not going to change anything, so that gives you 6x. Don't put 6x squared because you're not multiplying. This right here is going to be a -2, and you're done. On this one right here, you have to distribute that negative sign, so it's going to change. So you're going to get 2x plus 3 minus 4x plus 5, a double negative. Now what you get is a -2x. And then this gives you plus 8, and then you're done. And that's how you do that. Make sure you distribute if it's a minus sign. Today you have this work. Well, we got one more, standard form. To get standard form, you got to go to your highest exponent, and that comes first. So it's 25y squared minus y plus 1. This is called standard form because your exponents decrease. This is really x to the 0 power, or in this case, y to the 0 power. But we don't write that, but it's understood to be there. Okay? Notice the exponents are decreasing. This is called standard form. Again, today's work is right here. Copy the problem. Make sure you check your answers and show any work. That's it for today. I'll see you guys in class. Also, before I let you go, we do have fees you got to sign for, and phones must be on the wall or emails will go out. Okay? That's it. Have a good day.